Microsoft has absolutely shit the bed with their decision to raise Game Pass prices by up to 50%. Up to 50%! And oh my god, I cooked those motherfuckers on Twitter. And let me start this off by saying yes, Xbox Game Pass Ultimate at $30 is still inherently a logically good value. You get Ubisoft games that are classics, you get EA titles, you get Activision, Bethesda, Xbox Day 1 titles, you also get the Fortnite Crew subscription. The problem here is that if me personally and hundreds of thousands of other people don't use any of that, if I don't play Fortnite, if I don't play Rocket League, if I don't play Fall Guys, if I could give a shit about Ubisoft games, if I could give a shit about EA, and I just want Xbox, Activision, and Bethesda, and I just want those main core titles, or even if I just want Bethesda titles, or even if I just want Xbox titles, it is a bad value, especially because I'm in Canada. They are charging nearly $40 a month in Canada for this subscription, $30 USD, even higher in other European countries as well. It blows my mind that Microsoft thought this was a good idea, especially after having huge outbursts and backlash from when they doubled the price of Xbox Live Gold a few years back from 60 to 120. And yes, they've reverted from that now, calling it Game Pass, but you've fucked your own subscription. You said it was sustainable. You said it was profitable. So why boost the price of it by 50%? And thank God you guys still have PC Game Pass. The only problem now is in Canada, it used to be about $13. Now it's like 22. You guys are out of your minds, almost doubling the prices of your subscriptions while adding no inherent value, especially to PC Game Pass, which has had nothing added to it, but you've decided to increase the price by about 80 to 90%. You, Microsoft, are out of your minds. So Microsoft has decided to break up Xbox Game Pass into 3 tiers, not including PC Game Pass, which was already a thing. You have the Essential subscription for $10. You get Cloud Gaming, which is now brought down from its ultimate price tag, and you know what? This isn't really bad. You also get the normal amount of games you're getting, you get online console multiplayer, you get some Riot stuff, which is cool. But what's really stupid, and this goes for every single tier, is they are now limiting how much you can earn on the reward store, bro. They are limiting the amount you can earn on the reward store, which used to be just unlimited. You earn as long as you put in the time, and now they're limiting you, and they're limiting you on the $30 subscription. You can only get up to $100 with the ultimate package. But if you want to pay for premium, right, you want to get that premium experience at $15, they don't even give you day one games. You have to wait within a year. You have unlimited cloud gaming with shorter wait times. So they're charging you more, so you have to wait less time in order to play your game online. And then don't even get me started on the ultimate. Oh my god. Look, you get up to 75 day one games a year. But who knows if those are going to be actually games you want to play, or if they're going to be little indie titles that no one's going to give a shit about. And unfortunately, that's probably going to be the case. And I know Game Pass has been an awesome burst for people and younger and smaller indie developers to actually expose their games. But here we go. When I'm paying $30 a month, I don't want to play a little indie game that is going to cost less if I just outright bought it. And then they also give you Ubisoft Plus Classics and EA Play with the Fortnite Crew coming in November. And oh my god, you know what? Logically, again, not a bad deal. It adds up over $30. But who the fuck is subscribing to Game Pass Ultimate for Fortnite Crew? Okay, look, added value. I like that for people that already play Fortnite and who maybe already subscribe to it, or people who don't really care, right? That's a nice added addition. But again, for people like me and hundreds of others who are canceling their subscriptions as of today, and now I haven't been subscribed in a few months, I will allow myself to tell people that after the unfortunate situation with Avowed, after I was heavily disappointed with that game, and I've just been waiting for The Outer Worlds 2, but now I'm not even going to subscribe for The Outer Worlds 2. You guys can go fuck yourselves. I'll wait till the end of the year. Honestly. And you know what even pissed me off even more is that today as well, they don't let you actually redeem your rewards points anymore for outright Game Pass subscription, like cards. You have to now only use Xbox gift cards, which makes it even more expensive when using your rewards points. They're out of their fucking minds with how they've been handling this, and I'm not surprised. Microsoft just decides at every logical point to do something good. Right? They're doing something good. They've released, how many games have they released this year, bro? They've been on a fucking spiral with it. They just increased the prices of their consoles, I think a week ago. The second time within 6 months. And now they're increasing the prices of their subscriptions. And it blows my mind that they have the audacity, after saying we are profitable, making $5 billion a year just on Game Pass. And they're like, let's just almost fucking double our prices. Because fuck you, give us money. But the really funny situation is that Microsoft fucking hates its console users. If you want to play day one games, there's no console version of you to actually get those day one games anymore. You are forced to pay for Ultimate now. You don't get some like console version like the PC gamers, the PC Game Pass users get. You don't get a slightly cheaper version. You are forced to pay the full price subscription to get those day one games now. Unlike myself, who's a PC user, I can actually get a $10 off version and still play the games I want to play. Well, console users not only have to pay for online, they are restricted on what storefront they can use. Now they are forced to pay the highest premium to get day one games. Microsoft, you are going to kill your brand. I would not be surprised if heavy numbers today of Game Pass subscribers are dropping. They will not reoccur their subscription, and if in the next month they just start losing subs, that is your own fault. I would love to see the day, or in the next quarterly return, where they have to announce that their Game Pass subscriptions dropped because of this stupid ass decision. I want to see them go under the 5 billion mark again, because nearly doubling their subscription prices, you're out of your mind. And again, logically, you're adding value, and I get that. But people don't want to have to think about purchasing a subscription. When you get to the point where I have to choose, look, is it worth it? Then your subscription's clearly not fucking worth it, okay? When it was $10, it's $10, and I get all these games, and that's awesome, that's great, that's a fucking amazing value. But when I have to really consciously think about the subscription price, I'm thinking, it's just not worth it at that point. It's not. Why would I pay every month when I could just wait till the end of the year and rush through all the games in 1 month? What's the point? And the hundreds of millions of dollars that you've spent in that year developing all those games, getting all those deals, I just gave you $30 for and blew all through it what I wanted to play in a month, instead of having to just wait every month for the games that maybe I didn't want to play or did want to play. Or, I mean, now I could have used my rewards points, but you fucked me out of that. Clearly, this is a move from the higher-ups as well. I highly doubt. And you know what? Honestly, I don't give a shit at this point. The higher-ups at Xbox itself, you guys can go fuck yourselves, because there's no way you haven't tried to fight. There's no way you allowed this to go through, okay? I understand if it's like, oh, it was Microsoft. Microsoft is telling Xbox what to do. All of them can go fuck themselves. All of them. They are a near $3 trillion company, or maybe even more, and they are still deciding, after being profitable, after laying off and firing hundreds of thousands of people, after canceling several games this year, several games that people were highly anticipating, games that only got CGI trailers and then nothing else. Contraband, for example, a game from 2021, a heist game that we saw nothing of. They canceled because it just probably might have been in development hell, which again, fair enough if it was. Perfect Dark, that game, bro, you know what? Perfect Dark was a fucking reasonable cancellation, bro. If they really did not have a lot of actual completion of the fucking development of the game in that span of time, shut them down. They don't deserve to keep their jobs. But when you just cancel so many games, saving money. When you fire people, saving money. And then you decide to increase the prices of your consoles. 5 years later, after they've released, they are more expensive than your competitor. And your competitor has been known to price gouge and has been known to make shit too expensive. And now, for someone like me, who's going into maybe, hey, look, I want to get a console. What's the better value? When you increase prices of your consoles and your subscription, for me, it looks like, hey, Sony's the better value, even though they don't put day one games on their subscription, because they're not screwing me up at every little thing. They're not increasing their subscriptions by 50%. They're out of their fucking minds, and they're going to turn even more people away from the Xbox brand. It genuinely blows my mind that they think this is a good idea, and I can't wait to see an even further inevitable downfall of this brand. And it's really unfortunate, because 3 years ago, man, I was shouting from the tops of the heavens. Game Pass is an amazing value. Microsoft is doing everything right. They're cooking. Fuck console sales, right? They want it everywhere. And I still appreciate that they are trying to put games everywhere. But you are overcharging unnecessarily when you're already profitable, and you will lose subscribers, you will lose fans, you will lose loyal customers to other brands because you're fucking around. And now you're going to be finding out.